Did you guys know there are actually 3 different types of playstyles you can play as Kapkan, each resulting in different pros and cons? Today I'm going to be showing you all 3 of these playstyles, which benefits they have, what ranks should be using them, and how they actually work. So to start things off, let's just explain the 3 playstyles. Now I'm going to place one trap here on this doorway, and what I'm going to say is this is now an intel doorway. If an attacker runs through this doorway, this trap will detonate and it will deal 60 damage, but that isn't that much damage. I would just call it more for intel, because when you hear this explosion go off, you know that the attackers are playing in this area, and this is more useful for intel rather than the damage that is getting caused by the trap. Now if I go ahead and put a second one on the doorway, this is what I'd like to call a damage doorway. Now 2 traps will actually kill any 3-speed or 2-speed operators, but any 3-speed operators will actually be left alive on just 5 HP. This is obviously probably the most common one that you should be using, and is probably the most effective overall for kills and just a blend of damage in there as well. But then you can also take this one step further and put a third gadget on the doorway, and this is what I like to call an insta-kill doorway. No matter what kind of situation is going on, whether you're being finger stimmed or not, if you're a 3-speed or not, the only operator that will survive this is a shield operator if their shield is facing the direction of the Kapkan when they walk through, as it will absorb some of the damage. So now that we know the 3 playstyles with Kapkan, let's go through each of them and talk about their pros and cons. Starting off with the intel playstyle, obviously you guys have 5 Kapkans to place. Now what you can do is you can just put one on 5 different doorways, and what this means is no matter where you're placing them throughout the map, whether they're close to the bomb site like these ones, or if you want to go further away and place them on key areas of the map that you want to know information about, for example on this doorway right here, if an attacker comes through this way, you will know that they've either pushed up the stairs, they've come through these 2 barricades, and they are playing in this area. I think the best way to play an intel playstyle as Kapkan is by doing one doorway with 2. This will deal damage, and as I explained earlier, will kill any 3 or 2 speed operators, so this can still get you free kills. And then with your 3 remaining gadgets, you can either put them next to the new gas pipe, so if anyone triggers this will again give you an insta kill. But obviously any other doorway with your remaining traps that you place a Kapkan trap on, you are mainly using for the damage, but also for the intel, for the audio cues. In my opinion, I think this playstyle with Kapkan is probably best for like mid-range ranks, probably ranging from like silver up to maybe plat, because I think that has a blend of players in there that are not only brain dead, but also have some kind of knowledge to the game. Now playstyle number 2 is also very similar. This is going to be the damage playstyle, and the way I would play this by bringing the traps slightly closer to the bomb site and putting them in high traffic areas. Now this is a great example because not many people actually know about this spot, but these walkways here you can actually put Kapkan traps on, and if you're doing the damage playstyle, what I would do is I would go for 2 traps on 2 different doorways. So I'd put 2 here, I'd probably come over here and either put 2 here or 2 on this doorway, so that anyone entering through this side of the map will either die or take a significant amount of damage. And then obviously you are left with 1 Kapkan trap. Again, you can either place it next to a gas pipe just like right here, or you can place it somewhere that you again want a little bit of intel about. For example, this should get droned, but I'm going to put one on main doorway as well. In my opinion, this way of playing Kapkan is going to be good in not only low ranks but also higher ranks, because you have that mix between the intel, damage and kills. In my opinion, this is probably the most optimal way to play Kapkan every single round. And then the third playstyle for Kapkan is going to be going for kills. Say that you're picking him in the first round, you know he's going to get banned, you just want to guarantee that you get a kill in this specific round, and you have a pretty good placement for it. This is the best playstyle if you know he's going to get banned and you know you haven't got much time as Kapkan and you just want to guarantee that you get that kill. And what you want to do is you want to find one high traffic area of the map, a good Kapkan placement that you think someone will detonate, just like this one here, and you're going to want to place 3 on it, because as an attacker comes around here, they're going to be looking here, they're going to be trying to shoot the camera, or they'll be watching this angle here, and they will be detonating all 3. And regardless of the operator, as I explained at the start of the video, even if you're at 1 speed, even with the shield, you should be looking this way, meaning they should die instantly. Now this again leaves you with 2 Kapkan traps. You can either once again put 1 down for intel, 1 next to a gas pipe for kills, or you can just go ahead and guarantee again that if someone pushes through a doorway and they're not a 3-speed operator, operator that they are also going to die by putting 2 traps down. So just as a bit of a recap, again, if you're playing Intel, you're going to want to put traps down in a 1-1-1-2 orientation. If you're going for damage, you're going to want to go a 1-2-2, and if you're going for kills, you're going to want to go for a 2-3. Obviously, keeping in mind you can always put a single trap next to a gas pipe for free kills. With that being said, I hope you learned something here today and it helps you get more kills as Kapkan. Let me know what your favorite playstyle is to play him, what do you normally do, and which is most effective from your personal experience.